Hey guys, how you doing? I finally completed my plywood DIY aquarium build. Came out pretty nice. Had to make some modifications last minute because of certain restrictions I had, but overall it came out pretty good. Gave it a little bit of a different look because of the modifications I had to make. But I will let you get a quick walkthrough of what it looks like. I created a side panel as well. And this side is where the plumbing is located. So overall it came out pretty good. It's a big tank, over 10 feet, over 6.5 feet tall, roughly 4 feet deep. So we'll start with the sump area. And I made hinge doors so this would be easier to get in here and work. So basically it is a 8-foot sump that I made, also made out of plywood. The front glass, there's 2 viewing panels here, one here and one here. And what I did was I took a 55-gallon tank and used the front and the back for the viewing panels. Saved me a little bit of money there. So basically I made an overflow box and the water seeps through. I have 5 2-inch PVC pipes with ball valves so I can control the water flow. It goes down. And back here is my drain area with the ball valve, and it goes right into my wall. So when I do a water change, simply what happens is I drain the water out through the means of a PVC pipe. It goes right into this free-flow gutter flow here, and it feeds the plant. So good recycling of the water there. So the water will drain down and it will flow into these series of plastic tubing I have in here. I have 2 socks, and this for me is acting as a pre-strainer. When they get a little dirty, I just take them out and wash them. And that is my emergency line right there in case the water, these socks do get filled. That line there will go ahead and drain the sump, or exit out the tank and fill the sump up. So basically what's going on here is the water will pass through here, come out through, and come in this area here. Now I did want to use my wet dry. I like it so much, so I had to configure a way to get the water to come around instead of veering through here like I did. So what I did was I made a pump here. There's actually 2 pumps back here, and I don't know if you can see it, but the first pump will send the water all the way over here, and that's how I'm getting my straining of my back, my scrubbies there where the water bacteria is building up. And the second pump, which actually feeds this chamber here, gives me more filtering. I've got a series of sponges and carbon in here, but there's a giant bio whale here that's creating even more beneficial bacteria. So all of this right here in this chamber here is where the dirty water, where most yuckiest of my area is going to be. I've got some lava rock here to build me some more bacteria. And what's going to happen is now I have a sponge wall here, a big block. As you can see, it's starting to get a little dirty, but the water will pass through. And this is the ultimate home bio right here. And as the water comes out, it comes out pretty clear. Got a power here to aerate this water so that I don't have standing water on top. It keeps the water nice and clear. So that whole process from point A to point B brings the water over here, and then my final stage where the water gets sent back up. I put some lights on here that I did myself, just some LEDs, did some soldering of some wires. Didn't do too bad of a job, gives me enough lighting I need to see. So with that being said, the pumps send the water back up, and I'll explain that part there. I also put an FX5 in the back just for mechanical filtration, keep the water as a polisher. And the water makes its way back up here where I have my series of pipes. One for the FX5 and the other when I do a water change, and I have 3 spray bars here. The first spray bar, the second one, and the third one underneath. Gives me good water flow here. So basically I just use plywood, and originally I thought I had a 10-foot plexiglass that I purchased, but it turned out to be 8-foot. So when I was done with my build, I had to modify it and bring the wood in more to meet the requirements of the plexiglass. And since I only use 3/4 inch, I had to go ahead and reinforce it with some 2x4s, which is why I have these 2 beams here. Not the look that I was going for originally, but I had to make do, and this is the idea I came up with. Kind of takes away from the whole viewing areas I wanted it to be, but like I said, I had to make do at the last minute, and I didn't feel like spending a whole lot of money on a new sheet. And this is only 3/4 inch, and on top I use vinyl roofing here. Pretty easy to get in here and do what I need to do. Pretty cost effective. I was going to go with glass, but the thought of taking it in and out as it could be heavy was just not going to work out for me, and plus this is a little cheaper. Got my regular time lights on there and then my LEDs. I had to go ahead and make a brace, a metal brace, and as you can see, it's a homemade one, but it does a very good job. It pulls both of them together, and there's a screw right here that I use to tighten it and bring the whole structure from blowing out from the water pressure. Worked out perfect, and overall it came out pretty good. I will show you the side viewing area. So here I wanted a viewing area instead of closing it in like most plywood tanks. Decided to go ahead and put 2x4s here just to alleviate a slight bowing, because I only use 3/4 inch here, plexiglass as well. Sealed it all in. I get a nice viewing area of what's going on here. So this was a bonus, and I kind of liked it. What I did do was go ahead and tap through my sprinkler and came through the wall and have the pipe coming up over here, so whenever I need water I simply just turn it on and I get fresh water coming in when I do a water change. This alleviates me having to use hoses to add water and take water out, so this is a pretty awesome thing I did here. So you just get tired of the hoses, and this is the best idea I can come up with. A viewing panel down here, and this is where I've got my FX5, and I've ran it with some hoses, and then I used barbed wire and PVC and set this straight up. Now that wire, this particular pipe is what goes back to the tank, and this one over here is the one that goes all the way into a strainer that I made that's way over here. So I took the FX5 strainer and got a PVC to fit in there and put an elbow, and then came up, and this is what goes over down below. So all in all, it came out pretty good. Filtration is pretty good, and the fish seem pretty happy. I got some geophagas in here, severums, rod tails, green terrors, a little bit of everything here. There is one convict in here. Here's your archer. Some tension barbs. A red tail. This guy right here is Argentina cichlid. A 5-inch chocolate over there. And I have a bigger one, but I think at the moment he's hiding somewhere here. Oh, there he is. He likes to hide in his spot. See if we can get it. There he is. Here's the bigger chocolate. The recent chocolates I've had, these guys have been pretty nice fish. In the past I've had some chocolates that have been pretty aggressive, but these guys right here, they seem pretty friendly. They're not aggressive like the ones I've had in the past, so they were a bonus. But yep, I've got a power head here to shoot the water and direct it that way. And I've also put another one right here, since it's got to travel so far back. Water stays pretty clear, lots of flow going on here. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know. I will be posting pics with this to see the complete build of this tank. And hope this inspires anybody that wants to build one. The overall cost of this entire project was probably a little over $1,100. Still not bad considering I've got just that much in gallons. So I think it was a pretty good, pretty inexpensive build. I built it all myself, so there was no labor cost there. But the build was really not that hard. Like I said, I just bought plywood and plexiglass. Obviously I used some screws and a couple bolts, but that'll all be explained in the build. And that's it for my video. Let me know what you guys think. It's such a big tank that I can't really step back. Hope you enjoy this. Any comments, questions, please let me know, and I will get back with you.